Hey guys, this is Irene, CBiz Media, Faith, Love, and Trends. I wanted to get a little bit in depth with one of the new couples on 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way, this new season, Anthony and Mannon. She's a BBW girl. He's, I guess, a regular all-American guy. He's a little quirky looking to me. He's a little different. He's not like the regular. He's not like the average guy. I think he's a little more sensitive. And a little quirky, and it's not a bad thing. They had kind of a whirlwind romance, and within 3 years they were married and having a baby. So she's from France, and she wasn't accepted because of her size. He's from the U.S. I don't know a lot about his past history, but he seems like just like this average person with an average family life. Nothing too crazy. So when they get together, they have the baby, and she's basically the breadwinner of the family, and he's now taking care of the baby, and he's like the stay-at-home dad. It's a picture that we don't see painted a lot, and some men, I do feel insecure about being that stay-at-home dad. To me, I feel like he really embraces it a lot, more than I see an average man probably would. I feel like there's a role reversal and switch between these two. Mannon is the alpha of the family, so to speak, and he takes the second role, but he's very outspoken on how he feels, and he feels like she's just not pulling her weight in the parenting department of their family. And he's kind of like the mom that just is like, you don't do enough around the house and all of that. You don't do enough with our kid. And she's the one that's like, well, the most important thing is that at least I'm bringing home the bacon and the bread and frying it up for you guys, and you guys get to live this great lifestyle. So moving to London is supposed to save them, because he resents the fact that she's not spending a lot of time with their son, and he's basically pulling all of the weight for that. And she's overwhelmed by all of the financial means and things that she has to put together here in the U.S. So going back is going to make things better. I don't know why they think it's going to make things better. But on their way to London, there's fight after fight. I've seen multiple fights between them, and this is only the second episode. Mannon is very loud and outspoken. And he's not as loud, but he has a temper himself. He's able to hold his own when it comes to their battles, but she kind of is very emotional and is a lot. And, they kind of talked it out, and things were good as they were about to leave, and then he said something that triggered her about, because she said she's doing more with their son. It's only been a few weeks since she stopped working. And he's like, she's going crazy because she can't work within these last few weeks. But she's like, I'm doing more with our son. We have our regular bath time now. And he's acting like what she's doing is nothing. So that triggered her, because she felt like she was really making some progress. And it could be understandable that, that triggered her. Then she started fussing about the fact that she's the provider. She's the solo provider. I think they both have resentment with each other on both levels, and they're on their way to I think it's France. It's like this is going to be their problem solver, but I think that they need to really get some counseling. When they were fighting on their way to the airport, I was like, you guys, I think Sarah, which is his twin sister, was right. They talked and met up with the family before they left and told the family that they were leaving. And she was arguing with Mannon back and forth about, is this a band-aid to fix a bullet wound or whatever? Because you guys are kind of going down in your relationship, and how's this moving going to do anything? And she may have had a great point, because I feel like they just need to get some counseling. Have they tried counseling? That needs to be the first thing that they do, because these two are going back and forth, and they're not compatible in this area. And I can see how people can fall in love, get into a whirlwind relationship. Many people do this. they move so fast that they barely know who they married. And then on top of that, once you have a kid, the whole dynamics changes as well. So it's like that person can change on you based on the situation and scenario. You guys wanted one thing, but now you want another. Sometimes people think they want something because their partner wants it, and they're not being fully honest with themselves. There's just so many different things. I think that they could work this out, but I do think they need a mediator. I do believe they need counseling. I think Mannon she breaks out into too many fits, and she's stressing herself out on top of the stresses that she already has. And maybe Anthony's a bit passive aggressive on his comments that he puts out there. He does it so low key to the point that maybe it doesn't seem as aggressive, but he also has his level of aggression as well. And the baby's kind of caught in the middle of this whole scenario. So this story, I really do hope the best for them. I hope they figure things out, but I really wish that they would have stayed in the U.S. and got counseling first before they even tried to move. At least just start some counseling, have one session to see, how you guys can move forward, because this moving trip, I feel like, is not really going to be the answer, and there's going to be more fights to come with these guys. So what do you guys think about this couple, Anthony and Mannon, and their little one? Do you guys think that they're going to be able to make it? Is the incompatibility level too far? Because some people are that way. They're like, money's more important, and some people are like, family's more important. So how do you guys get on the same page with that? I think it can happen, but both people just have to be desirable as far as, I want this to work and I'll do anything I can to make it work. It's too much back and forth on both of their parts. Anthony does seem more stable in what he wants and what he's going to do and how he wants to fix this. Mannon is up and down with her feelings and emotions. And she could still be going through some postpartum. I think the baby may be only 2-ish or something like that. Maybe not even 2 yet. So she may still be going through her own emotional roller coaster after having a child. But can people like this make it work? Can someone that is finance and money driven have a good relationship with someone that is more family driven and the money is secondary to them? Some people want to live a certain lifestyle. The other person is not that concerned about it. Can you guys make this work? Can you kind of make concessions for each other? Or is this just a no-go and this is just not going to work? What are your thoughts? Because some people like, I have to have this certain lifestyle. And there are a lot of women that feel that way too, that they need this certain type of lifestyle in order to be happy. In the way that he feels, as long as his family is okay and they're not struggling to the point where they can't survive, he's good. I think I'm a little bit more on Anthony's side. Whose side are you on, like, as far as your character? Are you more on Mannon, where you're like, I'm accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle. I'm not gonna settle for anything other than what I want? Or are you like Anthony, where, I'll just do what's best for my family. I'd rather spend time with my family than focus on the money and how much things do we have, as long as we have enough and we're okay. So which person are you, and which one do you connect with more? I'll say for me, I do connect more with Anthony. And I think it's also about upbringing. It's also about Mannon's been through a lot, and she feels like she has a lot to prove as well. She wants certain things in life. The way you grew up, I think, says a lot about how you feel in this department, but also some of your struggles in life. Sometimes people have struggled a lot and like, I don't want to struggle anymore. And some people have maybe struggle some and they're like, it's not a big deal because I really care about my family and spending time with them. I'm more emotional. So it all just depends. So just let me know, which one are you? Drop that down in the comments. And do you think this is going to work? All right, guys, that's my little talk when it comes to this couple. And we'll talk more right here on CBiz Media, Faith, Love, and Trends. All the best. Check us out on our platforms at cbiztvmedia.com. God bless.